I need a coffee. That's what I need.
We're both suffering the same thing and needing the same damn thing.
It's crazy. It says 73 in here. When I walked out there to get that snake, it felt warm. I don't know. I haven't got up all day. I've been laying in my chair. Except for to play guitar for a minute. Oh my God. Why is this all hot here? I hear a phone beeping. This chick and her frickin' phone. I gotta listen to this. Look at.
I hear you.
Dinner. Where's my fucking dinner?
Uncle Andy, Daz, good to see you boys. How are we?
I ain't even no coffee in there. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I have to settle for whiskey.
Things a man has to settle for.
What's up, Uncle Andy? Yeah, I don't know, man. You try to. Sometimes I just surf the interwebs until I fall asleep, and there's only a few people that I really watch. The rest of it is just fucking absolute nonsense.
Oh Lord, it's heavy garbage. I tend to listen to speeches or seminars or discoveries and such like that. You know, the long, like a talk show of Joe Rogan type of affair, but you know, they're along those lines where they've got people on that know shit and they're asking questions. You know, I like to listen to that sort of thing.
And I don't even like Joe Rogan really because he's a fucking. He's a flip flopper, and if it weren't for money, he'd be someone else. You know.
Exactly that, brother. But I'm only using him as a, you know, an example.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving my feeling on him.
Absolutely. But the people they get on, you know, and how do they manage to get them on? Because, you know, it's always influenced by the dark hand that's fucking feeding it.
Yeah. It just amazes me, you know, because I've had money in my life, and I've lost money too, and I've never changed. I was always an asshole, so it didn't matter.
Best way, bro. Best
But
way.
I never, like, people would see me and they'd always be like, "Why don't you buy this or buy that?" I really never bought anything till after my divorce, and then I bought a Harley and some shit to fill my mind. You know, I never cared. I never worked. I loved what I did, so I never felt like I was working. And that's how I could work for 16 hours a day like nothing, and people were like, "What the fuck?"
I was like that trucking. Absolutely just relentless, hard at the wheel, man. Fucking giving it beans, you know. Can you guys speak on Wi-Fi game cams? I've got no clue about Wi-Fi game cams.
Yeah, I mean they make so many different types that I don't know what a game is that like a woods game cam you're talking about? They make so many different kinds now.
Someone wants to know, would you like 100 S's? Jaden the talker, do you want 100 S's? No, thank you.
Goofy's looking for a reaction.
That's right. Take it and go and get yourself a ride.
Yeah. Go get yourself some tampons.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were hunters, hunter-gatherers. Jesus loves you. Jesus is the way, the light, the truth, the entity, the way, the trilogy, the light, the dark, the lie, the light, the truth, and all, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, some people have got to go and do a little bit more history, and if you have a look at the real truth hidden in amongst those lies you're putting up here, you may be halfway there.
Money ain't gonna get you what you need, bub.
Do you guys want to do a live review of one of my songs?
Yeah, rip it out.
Let's see.
Text it to me.
You rejected money $100, and point being, do you think I need $100 from some stranger? Does it look like I need $100 from some stranger? Really?
Mm. Will it get it for you? All it is your time and effort that gets you those things. It's not the money per se.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you win the lottery, but I don't even think the lottery's real myself. I think it's all a hoax. Because I never won none of it. I ain't never won $100 before.
But listen, you got to think where I'm from right now, guys. $100 to me isn't $100. I can probably take £62 English sterling and gain $100. Now, if I was to bring £100 to the table, now we're talking different, you know. So have a look at the ratios, have a look at what's going on in today's economy and current markets, and see what's what.
We got a gay guy on there. He said he's gay.
Oh, we don't discriminate. Gays need loving too, no problem. It's all good. No race, creed, colour, sexuality, gender, all that business. We don't care about that.
Speak for yourself. I care about it. Hey,
No, we
we
don't
don't
care
care.
about you. We don't care about you coming out about it. We don't care if your
Hey,
dress has got frills. We
they
don't care
can
if your
they
dress
can
goes
be
with your
gay.
blouse.
They can be gay over there. That's all. Just keep it over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, but talk is cheap, and then, $100 is $100. Of course, we know this, but anybody that's just coming on some fucking random thing saying, "Here's 100, you want $100?" Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You probably would take it, especially if it was hanging out of some lady's purse. You fucking schmuck. But anyways, see now, maybe I should just have a shot of whiskey. I don't think we got too many nice days left out there. Today was nice, but I couldn't get my ass off the chair.
Yeah, fall has fallen here.
And
It's
I just
windy.
remembered, I just barely remembered that I said I'd come on here, and I was like falling asleep. And I looked, I said 6:12. But when did we go off earlier? At 4:50 or something?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in there. So it's been an hour.
It's gone quick. I've been to the store, done fresh chicken for the dog,
Oh
done
yeah,
what I
is
could,
she
you know.
feeling better now?
Yeah, she's fine, man. She's just fucking faking, trying to get the attention. Hey, beautiful Abigail, good to see you, our lovely little favourite sister. Yeah, we love you too, girl. Yeah, good. I'm glad you would take it, Adolf, and I'm glad, if there's $100 going out there spare, I can only advocate that you really go and give it to somebody that really needs it rather than that someone that really wants it. Because I don't really want it and I don't really need it, and I'd rather somebody has it that needs it. And I'm declining on those reasons. Not because I'm ungrateful, not because I think that you're disingenuous. as my brother has just said, it's weird to come up on a channel and start trying to buy people when you have no means of actually doing so.
Bro, I've wasted more money than I can even imagine. Fuck
Right.
a dollar.
And it comes with life lessons.
And these young men that get on here and run their jibs, they'll learn one day how they can earn a bunch of money and somebody can just come and take it from you and you won't be able to do a motherfucking thing about it. And then what? Then you got to wrestle in your mind with the fact that you got three options: kill yourself, kill somebody, or shut the fuck up. And then what are you going to do? Because there's realities in life you ain't met yet.
Options run thin.
Yeah. But anyways, that's all water under the bridge, you know?
I have just liked and subscribed to you, and I was wondering if you could add me to the live stream, please, and thank you. Well, Victoria, it's a thank you for liking and subscribing first and foremost. Welcoming and thank you. But as for joining, this isn't like a StreamYard. We don't have any alternative choice of adding a third wheel. And so it's strictly a dual live at the moment because we share the link privately to one another because we have one another's number. Otherwise, we would gladly have you on. If there's a topic or a subject that you wish to cover, maybe we could do that. Thank you for your kind offer. Zach, how you doing, bro? Good to see you.
Zach, 2 times in a row? Holy shit. Are you okay, Zach?
Come to show that love, baby. Good to see you, Daz. Yeah. So these false promises and these false offers and things, I was raised to believe that what is a promise, Comfort to a fool, I was taught. And the fool is not the one that's been promised to, but the one making the promise. So when you set out making all these damn promises and stuff and not fulfilling them, who's the fool? You for making them and breaking them, or those for bloody relying upon them,
When you're young, it's hard to shut the fuck up, ain't it?
Yeah. Hey, Phoenix, good to see you, sister.
I don't know. It's just it's a worldly thing that people are all fucked up right now for real.
Well, because when we're in the world, we're indoctrinated to be right from school age. We're indoctrinated to compete against one another. Everything's a competition. You got to be top this, top that, top the other. And when you come out into life like this, that thing still remains the same. You're still trying to top everybody. And in your latter teens and early 20s, you're out there with all sorts to prove and Johnny Big Balls, and you're trying to make it, and the ego's overtaking you. And it's not until you run out of talent that you have to get a grip of yourself and realise, you can't do it all on your own.
Yeah.
We all need to take guidance. We all need to pin our ears back and listen to the elders and take note of what they have to say. They've already been that age. They've already done those things. To look at some sweet old men, you wouldn't think that they've killed a man in their life, but you don't know them.
CC. I can tell you this. I'd rather be fishing any day. And yet I still don't go fishing every day.
Because sometimes life's us, and we don't get that opportunity, and we don't have that privilege. The day shall cometh.
I have made it a point almost to every day practice guitar for at least a little while. That's one thing. One thing I've been trying to do it sucks when you go through different things in life once you get a little older, and then I don't know if the shades start to close because you're always on the pursuit, the shades are opening, right? But then there's a point where the shades start coming back, and it's a realization that you can't really explain to younger people because they ain't there
Yeah.
yet.
What is and what once was, how it is, how it was, what is, what was. How do you explain that with such a limited vocabulary and trying to pass over a feeling that is intangible?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like also I equate everything to prison. And there was an old man that lived once I say he saved my life. And he could say the same thing actually, now that he's dead. But there were certain things he would not tell me, but he told me later. However, there comes a time where you meet someone that they can talk to you in words that you actually understand. 7 different people could tell you the same thing, but just so happens this person said it and it actually worked that time, you know? And I wish there was a book or a way to get through to people, but that's just not the case.
No, that's right. And it's having that connection, that ultimate connection with somebody, and that's what's vital, to have that connection with your elders and those around you, and respect them and have loyalty to them.
Yeah.
That regardless of their mood swings and regardless of how grumpy they are and things, is
Yeah.
because they've already been there, you know.
Well,
Often from a place of love, just trying to look out for them, you know.
it's also an importance of having 2 people in the male and female father and mother in a household for the whole kid's upbringing, because you
Absolutely.
relate to each one. Well, not only do you relate to them, but they're your blood,
Hmm.
and that's a lot of what the world's missing today.
Oh, Mr. Wood, these two are super racist. Please give me a definition of racist. I'm not even racing. Are you in a race here, Tom? I'm sat still. Who's racing?
I hate everybody equally, you stupid fucker.
Everybody's contemptible. What's the matter with you, damn racism? Oh, he's back again. Can you show us your meth lab? Same USA. Lord, there's something else, these kids, aren't they? It'll be
Yeah.
bedtime soon. They'll be locked up in their little fucking room soon. They'll be pulling on their tails to some
But
porn.
they come back, don't they, though?
Of course they do. They need loving too, you know. Porn doesn't give them love, it gives them lust. We can love them.
Love you a long time. Silly faggot. Dicks are for tricks.
You know, you're a child a short time and you're a grown up for the rest of your days. And
Don't delete
you're
people. They're
for 10 seconds, he's timed him out for 10 seconds.
yeah. I would just leave them be. They ain't no fucking harm.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all right. We're all up for free speech up in here, you know. It's
The only ones they harm are themselves, and it is what it is.
Mhm. If you can come up in here and think that either Tom or I haven't heard it all before or haven't seen it before, you're sadly mistaken, ladies. Because between us, we've got we've got a full century between us virtually on this planet, and so good luck to the lot of you.
I've seen both sides of a lot of fences.
You're damn straight. And built the gate and closed it on it. How's that?
Exactly. I think we will go take a look at the lake and see if she's just bullshitting. Take a
We love
walk
you
in
too,
it.
Abigail.
I could go check on my meth lab.
Yeah, let's go see what the production's doing, bro. Make sure everybody's working. Crack
Gotta
the
make
whip.
sure all my ducks are in a row, you know?
Absolutely, bro. But don't get all your eggs in one basket.
I got campers across the street right now, and I didn't even go over there, which a lot of times I don't, but they had called, but I didn't get back here until 10 o'clock again last night. So by the time I get back here and where I'm doing that, I don't got no service out there. So I don't get the call until I sit down in my chair, and by then I give no fuck.
By then it's all foreign language. Absolutely. Just
So we
have a
we
blessed
ended
night.
up getting that well casing in, but we passed the water line
Oh Lord, okay.
because the homeowner wanted to. His neighbor actually drilled a well, and they went all the way to bedrock and pulled up like 4 feet and had the screen down there, and they got water. I don't know what kind of water, nothing. I don't know nothing about it, but this is what the notion I was going off of. So we piss pounded that well down, and then come to find out, there's no water down there. We went all the way to bedrock, and there ain't shit down there. So I started pulling the casing up slowly and listening and watching for water residue. We pulled it up 4 feet, and I heard water down there. So I'm like, fuck it, throw the screen in there and call it a day. Well, we got about 4 gallons a minute, 3 gallons on a not very well developed well. Because it takes time for a well to flush, so you can flush it out and get clean water. Well, he's pissing and moaning. He says, well, I get better water than this out of my point. I'm like, well, let me see. So he turns the faucet on. It wasn't doing shit, and I was laughing at him. Well, pretty soon he brings a hose around from the sauna, and he's like, look it. And he's got almost probably 4 or 5 gallons a minute coming out of that hose. Nice, good water. I'm like, why didn't you fucking tell me that before? He might have. I don't know. Well, water's only down about 22 feet or so. So he's upset that he's got 4 gallons a minute. And I'm like, well, fuck, here, I got a 169-foot well, and I get not even a gallon a minute recovery. So what you're pissed about, I would love to have, you know?
Mm-hmm. One man's pains and another man's pleasures.
So 3 weeks later, that's why with well drilling, you got to say, hey, I'll drill the hole, but there ain't no guarantee, you know? Because you
Right.
can't tell.
Did you recover that drill?
No.
I didn't see the piece you made to get it back out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then we dropped another one right after that.
As a diamond driller, I've drilled holes through 10 meters of concrete that I can then crawl through afterwards.
Yeah.
Massive.
Big
In one
hole.
hit. Yeah. Big core drills, you know,
Yeah.
on a rig.
Well, I'll tell you what. This rig is rinky dink and old as fuck. And there's some major upgrades that it needs. But if I could find an older one that did 20 foot and everything was, better, I would consider a lot more. But when you only got a 10-foot travel, the hydraulics go 10 feet, and then the nose you can disassemble and it'll drop down another 5 feet. So really, you got start off with 10 foot, and then you can go to 15 feet. But that's a lot of drill rods when you're talking 100 foot, or something like that. Whereas anything over 1976 has 20-foot boom length, so you can have a 20-foot rod. It's
That's
just
right.
so. And then this thing, you got to break all them pipes by hand. There's no hydraulics or nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's really, and there's no reverse on it. to help you crack the drill rig.
Mm-hmm.
To crack them pipes. If you're down there into rock and shit, them fucking 2.5
That's
inch
all.
pipes are getting so tight.
Yeah.
That is a motherfucking. I'll
Yeah, you got
bring
to
some
get
of these
cracking.
girls out there and have them crack them pipes open using
That's right.
10-foot cheater bars.
That's right.
Coming back with bloody fucking fingers and shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've done that manual labour for fucking years, bro. Hence the physique now at my age. It's just fucking. I used to be a pure fucking labour-intense machine. Not that I'm proud of it because I was a pure slave, but I was fucking baking bread for my children. So I worked hard. I meant what I was doing, you know.
I'm so far out of shape, it's ridiculous.
Sat idle for nearly 14 months now, awaiting fucking surgery.
Yeah, I'm like 4 years. But it's hard when you got broken shit. Oh well, we got her though, but we're gonna pull it up again and probably cut some more because I welded the casings on too, and we pounded that shit down there. And so I'm gonna have to pull it back up and cut some casing off because he's not satisfied with the amount of water that's flowing. So, hey, I'll do what you want, but time's limited in September, you know.
Yeah, September, October, winter's in.
Which I don't blame them because if your neighbor is right there, you got water on this side and your neighbor's got water, why can't you go down the same and get that water? Well, that's a tough lesson to learn.
Wolf, good to see you, brother. Scal, my Viking brother. Good to see you.
So now what I got to do is make an end that hooks onto a 4-inch screen. And then I got to go inside of that 5-inch pipe, connect to that 4-inch screen 36 foot down, and try to pull that screen up and then pull the whole thing up and try to find the mass. Because we know there's more water flow down there, but I think we cut through the clay and trapped it up top. So if we pull that up, maybe we'll hit that reserve. But all the hard work's done anyway.
It's all over but the singing.
Yeah. God
It's
damn.
been a while since I've seen you on the live, brother. Yeah, I've not been around too much, It's but we're doing our thing. We're still here, bro. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Shake what, Toby? What do you want to see shaking? There you go. He's shaking his tooting. How's that?
You better send me $1 and I'll shake it.
Got a twerker in a baraka.
We never said what we were shaking.
Yeah, all good. Well, good to see you,
Send
bro.
it over, bud. Send it over. You know how to do it. Get mommy's credit card.
That's right. Put your money where your mouth is. Money talk.
We had to lock the cats in because Robin was sick of picking up dead animals from upstairs.
Okay. The bells have long gone.
Well, the main killer there, the fucking serial killer, the liberal cat we have. Yeah, she's mowing right now. Well, stop killing shit. You won't have that problem.
He wants
Yeah.
to go out. Let me out. Ow. Ow.
Yeah. Where's your bell? You already got your bell off. Hookers are something else. Where'd you go? I can't see her. She's an asshole anyway. It's funny because she was just a little she's just a little cat. But she'll bring in a freaking bird the size of her or a rabbit or anything else moving.
Oh, she's wily.
But Judy can grab that cat by the ears and fling her over her shoulder, you know, and the cat just sits still. Well, come here, you.
That's what you want.
I can't believe the cat lets her do that shit.
Well, that's a cross you have to bear there, Wolf, I'm afraid. Yeah, but the cat's had it since she's tiny. She just knows that by the baby grabs her that way and inherited the mother grab them by the scruff, don't they? So, you know.
Yeah, she's used to it. They're both a little on the crazy side, so I guess that's just what happened.
All family.
Back. I really should be over at the shop trying to finish that floor. That cunt's moving out though, so
Oh, what's gone on there? Is it not ended well? Taking a friend with her.
her sister got her talked into moving into town so they can be by the bars and you know the yuppie fucking crowd.
Awesome. Off your pop.
Yeah.
See how long that life lasts.
Yeah. Good riddance. Drama anyway.
Yeah, you don't need that in the camp.
And I don't feel so pressed to finish all the shit I ain't got finished over there either.
You couldn't pay me for drama in my camp. It just ain't worth no fucking money.
Say that again?
You just could not pay me for drama in my own camp. It just ain't worth no money.
No, and you know a lot of it's just ignorable. But if they ain't making me a sandwich, I ain't gonna sit there and listen to them. You know.
And when I'm eating, I haven't got to listen anyway.
Yeah, I can't. This one ear, you know, when I crunch on that crust, it's because I like my shit toasted. You know.
You're damn straight. That way you don't know the bread's off.
Yeah. I don't like moldy bread. I want it all brown. You know.
Just cut round that bit, bro.
I can't believe I didn't get anything built here. But you know, I don't know. Maybe my give a damn's broken.
What's meant to be is meant to be. Could be, would be, should be, looking maybe. It's done.
Well, it's funny because I get all these pictures from in the past on Facebook or whatever that is. It goes back in time.
Yeah.
In September since 2009, I always had something going on in September. Same thing with Memorial Weekend and a couple different times of the month. I always was doing something. Not this year.
Change as good as the rest.
Yeah, my back ain't. Back's all broke. That's burning the candle at both ends. Trying to make up.
So you got to take off the season for good reason.
Yeah.
We ain't invincible, bro.
Yeah. Well, some of us still are in denial. I'm still up in arms of what I want to do over there, really. I could I thought about selling part of it too, but if I do that, I gotta have a really good reason. Either different land or cultivate this side up more.
Yeah, ready.
Either way, I'd have to build another rental or something, you know.
Yeah, definitely. It would have to be investment.
Because in
Good
this
reason.
world, if you aren't fucking financially stable, you got no legs to stand on, and that's just the fucking hard-faced truth. Regardless.
Security is a fucking con, bro. Security is a bluff. There's no such thing as job security, money security. All of us are 3 payments from sleeping in the street. Most of us, you know.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got that problem because I worked hard enough for long enough with no dependents.
Not everyone's got the privilege, though, bro. You know that's how they're tied in.
Yeah. Well, it comes down to choices, right?
Absolutely, you know.
I made a choice that sent me to prison through the years when I normally would have had a kid, and that's exactly what happened.
Jaden the Talker's back again. Give it some spamming. Who's done that now? Who's timed him out? Don't time them out. Let them have their little bit of fun and moments. It all adds to the algorithm, you know. It's good for the channel.
Jaden, that sounds like a one of them one type of people, like Pat. You don't know if that's a girl or a boy, right? Pat?
That's right.
Jaden? That's about the same, ain't it?
That's right. Unilateral.
Yeah. Trans gangsters. What's up, Lexi?
Good to see you, Lex.
Thrifty Sparks.
Good to see you. How are we? Cheers, you all. Hope you're all well. Peace and love and light.
Yeah, everybody needs a voice, regardless of it's worth of shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they killed that fucking kid the other day. Because of freedom of speech. That's so fucked up.
Because people don't know how to disagree. They get
Well,
up all up in their little fifis and they get it all up in their little hearts and take it all fucking personal and think then they're going to have to do some eradication because you've hurt me fifis.
all they did was double down his sentiment, you know? If you wanted to
Absolutely.
actually battle what he's saying, you should have actually battled what he was saying. What the fuck? That's common sense. The only way
Absolutely.
I believe in getting rid of a person if there's immediate fear of life-threatening issue or rape or molest or whatever, same thing. Those
Yeah,
are the only two. The only two.
imminent, imminent threat to health or life.
Yeah.
So that covers those bases, you know. So
Other than that, you can say whatever you want to say. What does that mean? Nothing. You know?
well, we asked one of them earlier to define what they're saying. They disappeared. They can
Yeah.
only write one sentence. They're fucked if you ask them a question.
Yeah. Well, that's because they're just young, you know, and that's why I'd rather just, sometimes I'm harsh, but sometimes I actually give some knowledge, but I don't do it often because most 99 times out of 10, 100, it ain't worth a fuck. They ain't listening any fucking way.
Falls on deaf ears, bro. Deaf ears.
What's that saying? Don't cast your pearls to the fuckheads.
Do not cast thine pearl before swine, for it shall surely be trampled to the dirt.
Yeah. I mean, all these old sayings stick around for eons for a reason.
Well, that's why they're in the gospel. They're in the book of Proverbs. Many people speak the Proverbs without even knowing.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. It's just a complex man written documentation of what has been.
And always shall be, because there is
Mhm.
nothing new under the sun.
No.
Misery does love company, and familiarity breeds contempt, and that's how the world turns round.
Just like our genealogy does a spiral, so do we. It's a circle. That's why they call it the circle of life, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. The degrees.
And
You-
for all we know, we come back as the same person. We just don't have the same memories, you know? That's why you can look back in history and find someone that looks just like you. It's
the
been known.
Mandela. The
Yeah,
Mandela. Ooh.
it's crazy. If you look hard enough, you find any answer to any question.
Within.
Or on the floor or wherever, you know. Oh,
If you need an answer to a question, seek within, for ye shall surely find. But you
yeah.
have to knock away the BS. You have to stop lying to yourself. You have
Mm,
to quit living an illusion or a delusion and be straight up motherfucking honest with yourself.
mm. Just like anything in life that you ever wanted, if you put it in your mind and said it out loud and went for it 100%, you will get whatever the fuck you want.
You're damn right. Because that's
Whether
the
it's
law of the universe. It's universal law. The laws of attraction, the laws of magnetism. What you put out comes back. People call it karma. Your karmic retribution, call it what you wish. It's the natural law. What you put out shall surely come back. And it says in the good book, plus a piece. So if you put good out, you get good back plus a piece. And the same with bad. You put bad out, you're going to get the same back plus a piece. And it's often that plus a piece that will break a fucking man, and so it should.
you know what goddamn is true there. And then sometimes you get fucked for no goddamn good reason at all. So there's that part too.
No, there's always reason. It's just that you are ignorant of what it is.
Yeah.
We're
We
not
turn
meant
a
to know.
blind eye.
Absolutely. For knowledge doth corrupt a man.
Yeah. It's a
Because if you
crazy
knew the
world.
real reason, it'd probably turn you resentful and envious or whatever. You'd want to go and end up doing what they done to bloody poor Charlie. That's
And
what we're best not knowing.
that's why I say it's just your world. I'm just in it all the time. What are you up to? I don't know. It's your world. I'm just in it for a minute. That's it.
Yes, right. You dragged me in. I'm come to say hello. Because we have faith. Everybody, yeah, everyone who got faith get fucked over, but it's a lesson to harden us, to strengthen us. It's trial by fire. Call it what thou wilt. At the end of the day, we're still here, and we're still fighting the good fight. We're still trying to live righteous and do the right thing.
Fool me once. But, it's hard not to try to give people a benefit of the doubt. But as you get so many strikes on the notches of your belt, you learn to say no, and just that's where living as solitary as can be comes in benefit of people. Well, myself anyway,
Me too, bro.
because it's just not the
It
harder.
benefits. It benefits mankind, and
Oh,
that's the trouble. That's the trouble right here, right now, today, brother. Man, woman, man haven't got the time to sit with themselves for an hour.
oh
They
yeah,
can't stand the silence. They can't stand the boredom. They
yeah.
can't stand the nothing. They have to be seen or heard to be doing something. And they can't stand the stillness of right here, right now. And they don't
No,
even know what it is, most of them.
they don't got the patience to wait for to see, and a lot of times there won't be any outcome, but just the patience to analyze things, and people just. But that's all indoctrination too, right from school. Do the test, do this, schedule, time, school starts, school ends, get on the bus, get off the bus. It's fucking stupid shit, man. What time is it? I don't know. Fucking summertime. Fuck off. You know?
Hmm. Conform, uniform.
Crazy. I never lived by time. unless I was working for that dollar. And that's what they want. Because a dollar bill is just invented by assholes that are benefiting the most off people that aren't trading their time.
And that's what it is, sweat equity.
Yeah.
The devil will give you everything you want. God is different. The devil comes as everything you has ever dreamed of. That's what the devil comes as. It doesn't come with a horn and damn tail.
And there's a lot of people that don't have the ability to trade their time for more dollars, and so they end up losing their whole entire life chasing the dollar. And that fucking is unconceivable.
Mm-hmm.
It happens every day.
Yep. For something that's worth nothing. The dollar is worth as much as religion because it's just a belief system. It's all as it is. It's got zero intrinsic value, for goodness sake. When you start with something that's worth nothing, how can you build from that? It's all just a belief. It's a hope and a dream.
Well, once they figured out how to put gold and silver into things electronically, that's why Golden Ox is, for all we know, empty. Because it's all made into cellular phones and high tech equipment and computers and all these other things that need, optimal.
Conductiveness.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Watching the pyramids and such used to be lined with such things that they're all conductors. So
Yeah.
our old world technology is taken from us. We are so behind the times. We are so far removed from what really is the ether. We've just talked about the natural law. How can you wirelessly charge up your cell phone, but then proclaim we haven't got any electric in the ether? Why are we paying for a fucking line that's all around us?
Different voltage.
It is voltage, but as Tesla told us, the harnessing of the power is one thing. It's the retention.
Yeah, battery.
We only need to have that ground base to hold, to retain, and we're away. And they know this. And there's
Well,
ways and means of us doing that through copper coils and things, and that's why they make them things scarce.
well, a lot of people still call telephone poles, and they don't run any telephone lines on them.
Exactly. So if they've got the telephone masts across the land, why have we running satellite?
Yeah.
Welcome in, Blue. Good to see you.
Well, that's like a lot of people don't realize there is no ground wire up there. Them are all live wires up there.
Of course.
Mainline wires. There's no ground. They run the ground when they put the transformer in, and they have you put the ground in right into the ground. They run you a
Exactly.
hotline, and then they
Exactly.
run you a fucking bill.
A ground, an earth on from Mother Earth. If you stick a steel rod into the ground and put a copper wire up it, you'll get power.
Yeah.
You'll get power from Mother Earth. They know this. They know.
Well, the Baghdad battery, they've had batteries for a long, long time. Do you know electric cars were one of the first things invented?
1903, they've got four-wheel drive electric cars going through mud that deep. You'd probably come halfway over your shin.
Yeah. But if they released all this knowledge to the people, they would shit their fucking selves a new brick, and then where would we be?
I know. Yeah, cheers, Blue. Good to see you, sister. Thank you for coming by.
Because in reality, 90% of people are fucking lemmings. You don't want the lemmings running rampant. And that's why they got the Bible to begin with.
Exactly. You don't give the jackasses a get out of jail free card. There's fucking mayhem. There'd be mutiny.
The masses have always dictated through guidance of the few.
We're a pawn in a game of governmental chess. The pyramids, they found proof of batteries. Yeah, absolutely, in the ground. And you look underneath where it's stored, that's where it's at. You can store energy in granite. Just granite being compressed under tons of weight creates energy all by itself, just by constantly being crushed. That thing is emitting energy all the time.
And there's been some massive flooding in human times that has covered up so much too. So we've kind
Absolutely.
of lost
The
a whole other.
mudslides. The most catastrophic have been the mudslides because it's the mud that covers everything over.
Yeah.
Some things have been sunken, like Atlantis or whatever, is underwater. But a lot of the devastation and a lot of the cover up is through mudslides.
Yeah, because Earth, if you look at Earth and every little particle in it, nothing ever leaves and nothing
Of
ever
course.
comes.
As above, so below.
So, that's like water. We drink it, but we piss it out and we sweat it out. It never vanishes.
That's right. Because when we're sweating it out, almost we are evaporating because we're getting hot and we produce water, like evaporation in your kitchen. Where you got evaporation of water in your kitchen, you get steam on your window. And
Mm-hmm.
only if your window's open, it gets released into the atmosphere and we get what we see, a cloud. It travels for a little while, hits a cold fucking front and drops to the ground. And so
We
it starts the cycle again. It gets
Yeah,
lifted back up and dropped back
we
down. And
can
then it's like
capture it. We can
another
capture
circle.
and we can contain it, but we cannot make it. There's no such thing. It's the only thing, like Cat Williams said in his thing. It's the only thing we know the ingredients, but we cannot fucking make it.
Hmm.
You know.
That's right. And we do forget about the 2 extra months because we're in what's called a Gregorian calendar now. And anything deck like a deck is 10, and that's why it's December. And
Yeah.
it was the Roman emperors, Julius and Augustus, that had July and August added to this calendar
And
because they
that's
thought
why
that was
there's
that
only
important.
that's why there's only 9 digits and a 0, because it's just
Hmm.
repetitive. Everything's repetitive in life.
And that's why Tesla says all is 369. Hey,
Yeah.
Ellie, good to see you go.
And
And it
that's
all
why
is all frequencies. Everything is about frequencies. Everything is about resonation. We resonate because we're on the same frequency. We're tuned into the same harmonic waves. Pretty much like we all just tune in today to the same radio frequency. We'll all be listening to the same tunes at the same time. And that's what's happening here. When we all harmonize, when we're all in the same frequency, we're a fucking powerful force to be reckoned with. And this very frequency in numbers is the thing that the top end echelons of this system absolutely petrified of because they cannot fucking resist the zap of our power when we fucking get to them.
Yeah, but they were all lent down the book of how to manipulate, so they don't have to really worry about it because they know that
Well, they do. They
most
worry, bro. Too many of us
most
wake
are
up.
nah, they ain't worried. The most are scared. There's too many scared. That's just the facts. If they're worried
Mm,
at all, they're worried because they created a technology that we can converse faster and widely, and that's about the only threat they have.
I hear that. Did you see my country today? Did you see any lives on YouTube today of my country? I say my country, the country where I reside. This is not my country,
No.
but they are up the whole of the city, the capital city, London. There was over 3 million people there today raising the flag because they're trying to take the flag from this country. It's okay to raise a Palestine flag and all other flags, but you can't raise your own flag here.
It's
And
all
so it's
fucked
all
up.
about the immigration and things, man. But yeah, the people are waking up, bro, in their masses. I assure you. Maybe not to the depths that I know or that you know, but their eyes are opening. They're going beyond the thing of feeling something's not quite right here, but still going to work on Monday, still doing their usual shit. They're
Well,
actually stopping and taking a stand now, like, hang on a minute, we're going to have to do something.
the problem is they'll never be able to assimilate the way they pay these fuckers to assimilate. They can't assemble well enough to do any fucking thing. Because
Mhm.
how are you going to assemble better than the people that you fucking are forced to pay to assimilate, to assemble against you? We're paying these fuckers to stand on our necks, essentially, you know? And how do you beat that unless you just go through some hard times? And nobody wants to go through the hard times. They're not equipped to do so.
And that's what I said earlier on. You know, the currency is like grease, and it keeps greasing their cogs. And the only way to stop greasing their cogs is fucking hold back, and that means us. That they keep talking about austerity in my country, which means every cunt's poor. Every cunt is poor. It's us and them. The margin has always been there. It's always been we the people and them. Only the margin now is growing so fucking wide. It's exponential.
Just like
Multi billionaires. What business does a multi billionaire have? And we've got veterans sleeping under bridges. Why haven't they built something? Why do they have to have, you know, an airline business or thing? Why do they have to have a hotel complex filled up full of illegal people that shouldn't be there, getting paid for more than people of their own country? Because that's what's happening in this country right now, and I can quite safely say it's happening in Europe too.
well, you better believe they have secret government operations going on that if the masses found out about, there would be instant overnight fucking upheaval.
And that's what needs to be. They need to be revealed. All of this top secret classified bullshit. Who said it's fucking classified? Well, they are working for us. These public and civil servants work for us. They've forgotten the capacity. And
Well,
so have we. We're
that's
supposed to
what
put
we
them
were
in
led.
their fucking out of office.
That's what we were led to believe, anyway.
What's it actually called? It's called malfeasance. It's called malfeasance in office. Ordinarily, it's called misfeasance, but because there's malicious intent and it's carried on perpetually year after year, that's what makes it malicious against us. So, all of these mofos, all of these politicians, and all of these governmental bodies and policymakers, and goodness knows, they are all acting with malfeasance in a public office because it's not for
Uh-huh.
our embetterment, and they all need chucking out on that premise.
That's why they're trying to kill off certain individuals because they see a leak where they can't they can't dam it up because everyone's always a patsy. And when they see some uncertainty, they want to get rid of that uncertainty as soon as possible. But the people are
Uncertainty
waking.
or threat.
Yeah.
You know, and it's true, Thrifty. Yes, our families are in the police. Our families are in the military. Our families are in the healthcare. Our families are all over the institutions. It's we and our families that make this commercial realm what it is.
You
Only
used to
the worker ants have forgotten their power. That's all as it is.
you used to be able to do things on a handshake because your word meant something. These days it's fucking tarnished to hell. And that's disgusting in its own right. But why isn't it being
Here's a,
spoken about more often? Why isn't it being taught about
here's
in schools?
a, my granddad. He was a Scotsman, born and raised in Glasgow. When he was 18, he went off and joined the army. He became a paratrooper. He was a para. Tough guy. And things was different then. And when they came down here, they tried to bring their rules with them. And I tell you something, I wish they'd have took it because Scotland is a sovereign state. England is owned by the crown. And there's always been those loggerheads between them. We need to have more nations like Scotland.
Yeah. We need to have a lot of things. But we could settle for the here and now things. But that ain't gonna happen either. Not unless people get off their fucking dead asses and willing to sacrifice some things they thought they were working hard for because they're in denial, the longest river on earth.
Oh, we know that. Yeah, united we stand, divided we fall. Yes, Dave. And the trouble is at the moment with the military, they join the military, they go up into service, they swear an oath of allegiance, they have to swear the oath. And little do they know, across America and such countries, they're all actually swearing an oath to the crown.
I know
And the crown
people.
being the crown being the Vatican and the crown of the UK corporation.
I know people that are so excited to go back to the military and fight when something jumps off the chain that they are already signed up for active duty. Because when it comes time, they want to have access to all the good weapons, you know? Not that we don't have good weapons, it's just they want to be on the inside where they were, where they know they have access to everything. Doesn't that tell you something?
Absolutely. The thing is, though, bro, we're being led by a shepherd that's prepared to consume its own flock. And while this shepherd is leading us in this direction towards all the
What's
wolves,
up, Cheesy?
no one's looking. No one's actually put their head in the air to see where we're heading towards.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What's your question? Cheesy man, Wheezy. Yes, sandwich, crust. I'll eat the crust too.
Yeah, we all eat crusts. We all eat the end bread. No, what do you call it there? In my house,
No,
if it
I'm
wasn't
not
for
a
the crust, I
veteran.
would.
I'm a convicted felon.
Exactly. Sticks and stones break your bones.
No, and there's so many weapons in the U.S. They don't even have track of half of them.
Lockheed Martin. Listen, guys, it's all drone now. It's all infrared beams and laser beams and dew weapons. Or did I say dew? I mean DEW. It sounds like dew, doesn't it? Direct energy weapons. I mean laser beams. It's all fucked up.
What I'm saying is we're on the cusp of something. Now, whether it's 10 or 20 years goes by fast. We already know this. But something's
Well,
going to happen.
look at some of them fires in the States, right, Tom? The fire was that hot on some of these cars. It's melted the alloy wheels to the damn asphalt, and me and you know how hot it has to be to
Yeah.
melt aluminium. And yet the shrubbery, the greenery all around, no problem. Just the house and the car's gone. Hang on a minute, what's going on there?
But wouldn't you feel a little better if you knew a couple people that were actually in the military and willing to get you some different weapons if you needed them?
Yeah, I want one of them that melt them wheels.
Wouldn't you feel better if you knew somebody that could fly a MiG or a fucking helicopter?
Yeah, you're damn right. We'll get slapped in there with the slap of them blades, bro, in the UE. Drop us in.
You just strap in and pull this trigger right here.
I would love it. I would be a gunner on the side door. That would do for
Yeah.
me, bro. Give me a tin of tube. Fucking give me the door.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think they created a war just for some of fucking CCR's music.
Yeah. I love
Have
the
that in
smell
my
of
pods.
napalm in the morning.
Good morning,
But
Vietnam. All right.
that's the only answer to all this is to tear it right the fuck down and start over because it's already got rotten apples in the fucking bag.
Well,
How are you going to ensure you get all the rot out if you don't fucking get rid of the bag?
this is what I said earlier on. It's a maxim of law. It's a maxim of equity. When foundation is wrong, all is wrong.
Yeah.
And these are things that we're not taught, but we need to know about.
People are slaving their lives away for someone else, and that's the facts of it. Sure,
The fact
you get your weekends. That's why right in school they want you to go party on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they want that to be your thing, but the rest is for them. What
Absolutely.
the fuck? What?
Get used to the percentages. Get used to those percentages. That's
7
what it's all
days and
about.
5 of them I gotta give away? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Well, you get to go home and sleep and eat and take a shower at night on our dime. What? What kind of
Well,
life is that?
I'll give you another maxim of equity, shall
And
I?
then
If
you just
anybody's out there that if anybody's watching that's interested in law or that's interested in how we roll, right, go and look at the maxims of equity. Another maxim of equity, a maxim is a rule of that law. And
and
another maxim of equity is equity does not aid a volunteer. So when you're volunteering to get up into that fucking persona, you ain't got no damn rights. They guise you with the fake fucking emblem of human rights, civil rights. Oh, hang on a minute. Am I a civilian? Am I a human? Am I what? Which one do I want?
it's crazy.
So when we look at the law like that in its simplest facts, England and America are both common law jurisdiction. It's as simple as that. It's the law of the land. And we're not taught that the rules or the laws of equity coincide. They run alongside like a channel of water that runs alongside the channel of common law. And when you cannot get a remedy at common law, if you have been wronged at common law level and you cannot get remedy, equity runs along the same channel and complements it. They never mix.
No.
They're like oil and water in your car engine.
That's
You'll
why you
never
can
find them
liquidate.
mixing. So, but you'll find it there complementing it. Look, we're already liquidated. They liquidated when they removed the gold from the currency.
Mhm.
And so, how they can claim now that you have to claim to be liquidated or bankrupt in itself is fraudulent. Because how can you be liquidated when you're already operating in a currency in a system that's in liquidation because it has zero intrinsic value?
Well, that's why they say assets.
but but what are you going to value your assets at on a system of currency that has zero intrinsic value, Tom? This is always my argument, and it
It
pisses me
it
off.
comes
This
back to
how they've
time,
set us
right?
up.
It comes back to your time. You're giving your life away for it.
Exactly. You know.
That's why the rich that are rich, somewhere down the line, someone has sacrificed their entire life and then afforded it to the next generation.
Well, it is literally that way because in my country, the houses of the manor, the wealthy estates, I suppose in your country, it's like the plantations. You got the house in the middle, you know, the healthy landowner and what, and he had his people working for him, call it slaves, call it what the wilt, you know. But here, you had a healthy, wealthy homestead like that. And if you had invaders come to you on horseback and they're coming to have a shootout with your ass and they're like, you know, who's the man of the house?
Mhm.
And they say, it is I. Well, how did you get the house? Well, my father fought for it. Well, good, I'm here to fight you for it.
Yeah.
And this is how it went on.
And
And until these bankers brought forth this mechanism of doing these things, that's how things went. And that's how, you know, the Templars, the Romans, how did they gain what they've got? How did the Vatican gain what it's got? Through those measures.
it's all trickery and semantics. Like I said, I think we should go back to cowboys and Indians days, but more like we the people against the politicians and the fucking hierarchy. And take them all right out.
And there you go. You see, when you go back to the Cowboys and Indians days, when you rode into town on horseback and you've got all of your wealth with you, namely gold, for one, it's highly valuable. Next man's going to shoot you for it. And it's heavy. It's cumbersome. A lump of gold is fucking heavy. And so you'd pull into town and you'd get your gold off of your horseback and you'd take it to the bank for safekeeping because they've got big safes in there and big locks and keys and it's in a safe place. And they would exchange it for a promissory note. And that promissory note you'd better take to the bar and saloon and get hosed and have a nice time and bring the change back to the bank and get what's left in gold.
A dollar
And
for
the
a holler.
you see, But now they've taken away the gold from the currency. What can you do? You've got nothing left but a promise to pay.
I would have
In
made
your
great.
country and my country, it's just a promise to pay. A promise settles nothing. We've
I would
already
have been a
agreed it earlier.
great train robber. That's all I can say.
We've got one here called Ronnie Biggs. Is Britain's ever biggest train robber.
Yeah.
He robbed a train of over £1 million in the 60s and moved to the Algarve in Spain.
Yeah. It's craziness.
But money is the biggest scam on earth next to religion.
Yeah.
Because the inbuilt belief that we're indoctrinated to believe if it's anything of any value, and we all know as grown-ass adults the valuable things in life can't be fucking bought. Money has no place for the valuable things in life, like truth, togetherness, solidarity, loyalty, respect. How the fuck do you buy any of that?
Well, cheesy, when you say that, my first thing is saying being the poorest person ever is a state of mind,
Absolutely.
you know?
Absolutely. Tom and I are probably the wealthiest men you're around. I ain't got a penny in my pocket, but I am probably the wealthiest man in my town. And I don't get wealth mixed up with riches, and then that's the trouble right there. Store not your riches for this
And
world.
the fucked up part of that is it's hereditary too, you know.
Yeah,
Some
passed
people
down.
break the binding chains, but others they just go along with what they know instead of breaking outside the box. I'm a break outside the boxer type, and that's why I got a box tattooed right on my hand.
That guy too, bro. Well, like Bob Marley sings, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds.
Yeah.
Have no fear for atomic energies. None of them will stop the time.
And the only person can hold you back is you. However, we're also held back by the hands of time and manipulation. So some's true, some ain't, but it depends on how you see it. There's still ways to play the game, but play the game you must. And that's just where we are at in life until miraculously everyone is able to stand together. But when we're paying each other to not do that, it's hard to overcome because that's what's happening. We pay taxes. And that is exactly what I just said. It's paying people to help us stay locked and bound by this fucking plan of life that they set out for us. How do you break those chains?
I've been on YouTube since 2016, and I've done many talks and speeches and seminars. I used to be in a big thing in America. I used to have over 1,000 people in the live chat at a time. Phil McConnell, I can't remember what his channel was called, but Lord, man, they're on it. You can Google this stuff if you want to. Knowledge is a fucking choice. And I used to come up there and splurt my stuff, and I used to beg any man to come and fucking rebuke what I'm telling you. And I used to have thousands of people watching. I used to ask them, please, any man, go now, come back, tell me, bring forth the law that states a man must pay tax. I'll wait here. All of you go and do your diligence. All of you go and do your computer surfing. Go and have a look at the books, have a look at all the history. Come back, tell me the sentence where it says a man must pay tax.
But we already know this, and that's why the most people are lame. They don't care. They're in it for the false sense of security, and they enjoy that alone.
And that's what we said earlier, that thing of security. There's no such damn thing.
Yeah.
You know?
If the
Even the upper
lights, if
echelon.
all the power went out in the next 3 days, for 3 days, there would be a lot of suffering. And that alone is enough to scare these bitches completely out of their britches. This is what it is.
Yeah, it's fucking damn straight as well, you know. Yeah, for me, that I'd call that the good old days. You know, where
Yeah,
the powers used to be out for weeks at a time during the winter times and stuff. Man, you had to fucking make do and know how to. It's forgotten art these days, and they know it. They prey upon it.
yeah. That's why I said they're not scared. They know exactly what they're doing. They want us back in line. They'll shut the power down for a little while.
They are scared. That's why they're doing what they're doing, bro. Come on.
Nah.
Eh?
The only thing they're scared of is technology showing the truth. But it's still going to
They-
be years and years before people actually wake all the way up,
Bro, look how
if
they've
at all.
retarded it. Look how they've retarded our technology. Come
It's
on now. You're damn right they're afraid of it and
they,
us.
when you got all the fucking pawns and you're able to touch each one, what the fuck do you got to be afraid of?
I hear that. But listen, them people that are doing it aren't invincible, and neither do they live forever.
Yeah, well, like I said, the times will tell. And 20 years passes like a blink of an eye.
Oh,
And
Lord.
before you know it, we're starting all over in the loop again, trying to explain why. So, which
Well,
side which side of the circle are you really on?
there's the wheels of
Yeah.
revolution, and then there's the life of evolution. There's the choice, bro. How's that?
There's never really been stuck in a corner if you're in a circle, you know?
We know that. We know that you groping at the walls at noonday as a drunkard man.
Nah.
But that's when you've lost your soul. You're alone, desolate in the desert, and that's a choice, like you've just said to Ellie, to be the poorest person ever. It's just that is the same state. It's the same mind state.
Yeah, it's mind over matter.
That's right. If
That's
you don't
why
mind,
that's why
it
we
don't
look
matter.
that's why people look at children in awe because children have no care if they're taken care of. And it's a great thing to see another human being living with no fear and no real responsibility and just living, which something that nowadays when you're older you can't obtain. I
Hmm.
shouldn't say you can't. There is a way, but it's a long, hard fought road to hoe that we may never see in our lifetime.
I'll tell you for what it is, though, brother. And for me, I'll tell you for me why that is. Because as we go through them years, it's the innocence. Like beautiful little Jude. Now you've just explained how and what she is, but you put that innocence in there with it.
Mhm.
We retain all of the other qualities, but the innocence goes from us because of what we see and hear in the world. We
Yeah.
become unshockable, don't we? Become almost cold to it, you know. You can't shock me no
Well,
more. Yeah, I've seen and heard it all, and so
we
the innocence goes from us
we become indoctrinated.
as well, and poisoned. You know, whether it's from the air, the harp in the weather, the bromide, strontium, brontium, whatever other scientific names they call
Yeah,
this
who knows?
fucking
We might all
poison.
die of some sort of sickness because all the shit we need in our lives.
Yeah, your body becomes addicted to.
Plastic, man, plastic is one of the biggest killers ever.
Absolutely.
Between plastic and sugar, can you imagine what would happen if we got rid of plastic and even 50% of sugar?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy Christ. We probably wouldn't even
Yeah,
need doctors anymore. And then what,
I,
you know?
you can say we'd be back to biblical ages again. We think they're a myth.
Crazy. But to think things could be that simple but never will be is just alarming. Because everyone knows the answers, but how do we get there? Huh? We don't because the mass dictators fill us full of all these other things, so we forget of what to focus on.
And that you've just said it right there, you know. When people, oh, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. Where the fuck's there? We're indoctrinated like that. There's a fucking destination and that there's an ending, right? That that there's an actual place to get to,
Yeah.
and that's just so far removed from the truth because the whole of life is one long journey. Your destination is when you take your last fucking breath.
The ground.
What do you mean you get?
Back in the ground is the destination.
Yeah, we're always getting there, but people negate to know where there is. They think they're already there. Oh, look where I am. Look where bragging and boasting. Look what I've got. Look where I am. Yeah, look, watch where you're going. It can be lost just as quick as it was gained.
Well, I'll tell you, I always lost myself in building things because it gave me more of a definition because I was good at it and I earned my own things, so to say. I loved build. I still like going out in the shop and doing stuff, even though I'm not as good as I used to be.
It's accomplishment, self-satisfaction, gratification.
Yeah.
You build it like no one's looking. You get a sense of achievement. You don't need a pat on the back for it. It's self-worth. And that's what it's all about. So you're not feeling like our sister there, the poorest on earth. You could be doing it with the shittest materials, the shittest wood, and do the shittest job, but you've still accomplished a thing. You've still made it a thing. Does that make you poor?
And the people that are trying to get somewhere, like you said, I don't know. They each got to define that for themselves. But in the meantime, the wool is pulled completely over their head, and they're indoctrinated into a system that isn't for them anymore. It might have started out that way, but it's not that way anymore.
No, it isn't that way
It's a
anymore.
bunch of radical, greedy little cockroaches that push papers from this desk to that desk.
Here's the fact. If anybody wants to go and check out the real facts, this has been since 1666.
Oh, yeah.
The legislation was passed in 1666, and we was all taught that it was the Great Fire of London when Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament. But really, that's when the birth certificates was created.
We're going to go look at Judy's restaurant. She's arrived.
Oh, yeah.
She's arrived there. She's got to her destination.
Yeah, what they think we want to hear, exactly that, Thrifty.
Hey, your dad and Uncle Andy are coming.
Hey, Robin. Damn Tinterweb. It's a little bit glitchy at the moment. I have to wait for it to catch up. Damn Tinterwebs. Here we go. It's caught up now.
Horns kill my feet.
I bet you.
We got to get the sweeper out.
There's no way for it all.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Here's my restaurant.
Oh,
She's
this
straight
is your...
through it, look. She's an absolute warrior, look. Straight through, nothing on her feet. Dad, what's all your whinging?
I have to sit right down.
Oh, I got to sit on this? Yeah. Okay. What do I order right here? Oh, you got a whole little area out here, hey? Can I come? I'm going to look over here. I got to see this area. Oh, you got everything, hey?
Oh, Lord. That's awesome, darling.
Can I just order from right here? Look, I got a little chair and everything.
Yeah, that's your chair.
Oh, that's my chair. Okay.
Sit down.
Sit down?
Sit down.
Okay, I'll sit down.
There's an offer you can't refuse, Papa.
Yeah.
Want me to make the yuckiest pie in the whole wide world?
Yeah, make me a yuck pie.
While we try and enjoy this scenery as best we can.
Me and my dad
Is it coming through clear?
really, really good.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out here, but it ain't bad.
There you go. Macalachos are ready.
Stir it up good.
That's right. Mud pie at the ready.
I have to make
Are you
this
putting mushrooms in it too?
in the middle.
In the middle. Okay.
Awesome job.
Yep. It could be stranded in the desert, but no.
I'm putting the.
Oh, the wee woos are coming. Somebody got an early vacation.
Oh, yeah.
You have to wait here for 15 hours.
Somebody said to me, "Did Charlie Kirk die, or did he get released?"
Now, look at this.
I couldn't really argue with that.
Yeah.
I have to wash the dishes.
Well, watch them up. Oh, you got a whole setup up there, hey? You
Spirits
got
eternal.
water and everything.
Yeah,
The
rest
whole
in peace.
neighborhood, the whole city was the playground for me.
I wasn't expecting that.
Bless her.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, you got a wet all over. Oh,
Absolutely rest in peace, Charlie. Thoughts and prayers to his family and his wife and his blessed children. God love them all, and may they all come to some sort of resolute over this, because there's some evil, wicked, horrible people in this world that need retribution and justice, eye for an eye.
What, pudding in the middle?
yeah,
What
these
else?
fucking liberals are out of their
Want
mind.
fish? Want some fish? Want some fish?
Sure,
Fish. Want a minnow?
but so are the
Oh,
far right
wow.
too. So
Oh,
Um,
hear that, Tom? His wife is pregnant.
Charlie's wife is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, he got to leave a couple behind anyway.
Legacy. Well, he'll be seen as a martyr, you know, and hopefully he'll just make everything stronger, more glue, more cement that the world is really wrong.
I'm putting some fish in your angle.
We can't just be doing that for difference of opinions. That's not the way forward.
No,
Look at you, dumb fish. You dumb fish.
better settle down up there. Are you ready? Are you ready to go in yet? Are you look like
This
you?
is a shit pie.
Hey, hey, hey.
It's named fish.
This is a shit pie, she says.
Yeah, it is a shit.
I don't know where she gets the free speech from.
I think she means rubbish.
Yeah, right. Oh, did you rubbish?
No.
No.
No,
Well, what?
I definitely made.
Oh boy.
Hey up, Caroline. How you doing, my girl? She just Caroline saying I just got wrote up today for my liberal shirt.
I'm making yuck.
F liberals.
Oh fuck them cockroaches.
In it, that's gonna be cockroaches.
Cockroaches too, hey? Dad, huh? Should we go look in the water? Did you go in the water at all? Is it too cold?
I don't like the water.
Yeah, I know, me neither. That's why I want to move to a nice little spot way out in the woods.
I don't comprehend all the political stances, Tom. So am I right or wrong? Is Charlie Kirk a conservative?
Yeah, he's conservative.
Okay.
The cake.
Yeah.
So I'm only just learning what left and right and liberal, Democrat, conservative, Labour, and all this damn stuff. It's a lot to learn, man. I've never been into politics, you know.
Yeah. It's a thing.
It's a fucking quagmire, man. No wonder I've never liked it, because it's just a quagmire of BS. It's like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
It's another language.
They indoctrinate these kids in the colleges over here for surely, and they try to get them in school in their later years in school
No standing up.
into college, and it's just a shit show. and it shouldn't be allowed.
No talking.
When I was going through school, you weren't allowed to have no politics involved. The teachers, anyway. Hey,
No.
little mouth.
No talking at my restaurant.
You just be quiet over there.
Then you're not invited to my restaurant.
Okay, I'll go over here. No, I'll take my monies with me.
You have to pay for this pie.
How much?
$18.50.
$18.50. Oh, I'm talking to Uncle Andy here, so you just settle down. You want to say hi? Huh?
Hey, beautiful. What we making?
Pie.
Shit pie.
What sort of pie?
Blueberry pie.
A blueberry pie. That's my favorite. Awesome. You're doing a good job.
Are you gonna give your baby in?
Acorn pie.
Acorn pie? Oh, that's life. Acorns always fall off.
Auntie Caroline says hi.
Auntie Caroline says hello, Judy.
Want to see what's inside?
Yeah, we want to see what's inside. Are you gonna cut it open?
I'll cut it open, but they saved the pie.
Yeah, we see it. We see it all. That looks like a booby pie. What's this stuff? Is that grits?
That's bits.
Mitts?
She makes me smile, love her.
What's inside of this pie?
Well, what about...
Want to see what's inside of the pie?
Yeah, you said that. I said yes. Probably a piece of poo.
No.
No? What?
Let me get my knife.
Oh, get your knife.
So I can cut it open.
Well, we gotta wait all day for this knife or what?
I can't find the knife.
Well, you gotta...
Get a butter knife?
Just use that scooper right there.
No.
Or that bigger one up there and chop it up. Just use your hand.
This.
Yeah, there you go. That's a scooper knife.
I actually want a butter knife.
Yeah, well, we're not getting a knife from inside because we're going in when Ma gets here. Oh, is that my piece?
Oh, grandbabies.
Oh, yeah. Do I got to put it in my hand for a hand pie?
Nope, it's not a hand pie.
What do you put it on a leaf? For a leaf pie?
All of it completely has to...
I'm going to get old by the time I get a piece of this pie. I'll probably be 21.
It will be done now.
Oh, it will be done now?
But I have to put it in this.
And what was the name of this pie? What was the name of it?
Poopy cereal.
Poopy. Yeah. All right. That is done out here.
You need to be with the pie.
I know.
You need to sit with me.
Yeah. Mom had to bring Auntie back.
Here's your big piece of pie.
That lake looks so big from here. But it looks a lot bigger when you're out there.
Oh, yes.
Imagine there's a different continent right over there. And they're mostly libtards.
28 when this pie is given to you.
They'll give up their weapons and everything else.
Well, where I'm at, bro, I'm surrounded by other continents and countries. We're just a little island in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I know.
And we don't have guns.
All the people over here escaped from over there, you know.
Lucky them.
I know. Maybe. We're all trying to escape from something, aren't we?
Mainly ourselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. quick retreat. You know the things.
Freaking Biden.
Here's me and one of my grandbabies. Look at her.
Oh, I thought that was
Oh,
you for a second. I seen the beard.
uh,
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. What are you doing? Hi.
it was me when I had the beard and my little granddaughter.
Hi. Here, want this? You want this? Come here. I'll just grab you for a minute. Here, want this?
That's what I got.
These ducks are gun shy because I grab them by the neck really quick. I brought them both in the house the other day. I let them down on the floor in here. You could tell they recognize where they grew up at.
Here's my other granddaughter. I've just took her home today. This is my other granddaughter, Aurora.
Oh, yeah. Redheads.
She's blonde.
Looks pretty red.
Yeah, she's feisty red, so yeah, we could say that.
Huh. Who's got red hair in the family?
Nobody. My other little granddaughter, Aurora.
Little Scottish girls.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely fed on cement. They are all rock solid, brother, I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So look, here's me when I'm a baby, and that's my daughter when she's a baby. Right, I'll get it closer. So me and a baby, and then it's me and her baby, which is my grandson. So me and her, then me and him.
Right.
Look, I don't know if you can see, look.
Oh, yeah. The apple don't fall far, does it? Yeah. That's Judy did some kind of thing on her tablet today, and it just showed me and her from here down, from here up, and it was spot on me. I was like, holy.
Absolutely, bro. I can see it in her. When I look at her, I can see straight away. Us looking in can see.
Yeah.
Here's my other granddaughter. That's Ayla when she was first born.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one of me feeding her somewhere. I love my grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone loves a gender reveal party.
A black one.
Uh-huh. Look at his face. What?
Wasn't me, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway,
just learned I got a interracial cousin, and I just learned her son is going to prison for life for murder.
oh Lord.
Yeah. Shit happens out there in the world, you know?
Yeah, look, my sister's. What's the political term? I've always grown up as called half caste, but it's mixed race or mixed heritage, dual heritage, whatever you want to call it.
Biracial.
Yeah, Lucy's. We all know Lucy, but that's my sister.
Yeah.
You know, look.
Yeah. There's a lot
Her,
of Native
her
American
father's
people.
Iranian. My father's from Scotland. Her father's from Iran.
Yeah. Well, America's all mutts. Basically, most of us. We don't even, like my lineage, I can't even trace it past my grandfather on my dad's side because he was adopted. And it's all crazy. That's why I don't care. When people ask me where I'm from, I say right here, right now, because
Right here, right now, bro.
I know a lot.
Absolutely.
I know a lot of different people, a lot of different ethnicities, and you got good and bad people in every single bunch.
Absolutely, man.
So all the bullshit
Yep.
can go to the wayside. I seen a guy on here today, and he was talking just ignorant as shit. And I said, "Are you racist?" But he didn't say yes or no. He gave me a big line of bullshit. And what does that tell you?
Exactly.
So fuck off, I said.
The guys I've thumped over the years for calling my sister names, I tell you.
Do they think that nobody can see through their bullshit when they're on here? I don't understand that. Or people
It's
are
quite,
just too naive to just say something or too scared to say something.
it's because we're so young and beautiful looking, Tom. They don't think we're some wise, wily old foxes that we are, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It's craziness.
What can we say?
Filth,
Can't
darn
speak for
filth.
others. We can't always speak for others.
Spend for yourself tonight. We're having mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Every damn nurse had to come in and look over my x-ray. It was like none of them had ever seen a knee replacement before. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's an old story.
Yeah. That's a boner for sure.
Oh, these are the skips I used to collect. See the skips there, what you call them,
Yeah.
the trash bins or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that one there is full of inert. It's all bricks and rubble and concrete. And when you zoom in, you can see just how close my leg is to that parked car. Look,
Yeah.
because I've picked that up from a gap of between two parked cars. So I
Yeah.
took the photo to show my gaffer there's no damage done now before they ring up and say anything's done, you know.
Yeah.
But they're the skills, you know, you get the contractible arms and you can pick the skip up and you can bring it in, level it up and bring it up to yourself and lift it onto the back of the truck, you know.
Yeah.
So, and there's the dog watching over that I do a good job.
Yeah. There's a lot of need for truck drivers here around here.
Yeah, man.
Most people got no license or they're unreliable, so anybody reliable with a license can get a freaking decent wage.
You see the back, you see the arms of the hydraulic arms, they tilt backwards and forwards, up and down. They tilt back, put the chains on,
Right.
and they lift the dumpster onto your bed then, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have them type of trucks there in your country.
Oh yeah. My brother actually has his own business, does that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all that I've done for the last 20 years, all types of waste, you know.
Yeah. He's
Just
in
pay
debt.
for my kid.
That kid is in debt up to his eyeballs, and I told him last time I seen him, I told him, you know what, I don't give a damn about money. And he just looked at me like, oh.
Yeah, you're damn straight.
But you know, I don't know his whole story, but 9 times out of 10, when these poor kids get involved with someone that has the means to get a loan, and then they get indoctrinated all over again, and then they build up all this what they think is wealth is actually debt, and they think
Yeah,
they're winning, but then they find themselves in a never-ending cycle of I can't do nothing because I have to work to pay these bills, and that is no way to live. But that's most of America.
of course.
That's most of the world, probably. What? I'm gonna jump off here and get something to eat with the girls here, and I will. I will hit you up again here in the next few days.
My
Yes.
grandfather duties. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, it's been good having you. Thanks for having me on, bro. Thanks everybody for coming. Hit me up whenever you're ready. I'm always here.
Will do.
It's been emotional, occasionally touching.
It's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. All right, man. Take it easy. See
Love
you
and light,
again.
everybody.
Later,
Thank you,
people.
everybody. Bonjour.